you guys are doing well. It is cold and rainy. It rained and it's been breezy. But it's breakfast time again. Always breakfast time. Let me see here. Hold on, I gotta get the door. Okay, so welcome back into the barn. And I'm gonna, oh, what a mess. Looks like somebody got stuck out here and they destroyed this little bale of hay. I'm gonna put you guys right here for just a minute. And I hear somebody coming. Your bone. Hi, Jarvis. Here you go. Here's your breakfast. Hold on. I know. Hi. Oh, wait. No, it's right here. All right. So we're gonna close you in. I've got some things to do. So you get to hang out in here for a little bit. You got hay? Close you in, okay? All right. All right. Okay. Hi. Good morning. Good morning, handsome. Oh, you guys are wet and mucky. Yes, you're wet and mucky too. Okie dokie. All right. Oh, what a mess that is. Oh well. You know, sometimes we forget to shut this and they end up having the whole area overnight. I do not recommend that because they get into trouble. A lot. A very expensive trouble. It's like $10 right there. All strewn around. So, I think I'm just going to keep this open and let them have it anyway. But Mr. Man over here apparently rolled and is wet. So while I'm in here, I'm going to answer a question from yesterday. One of my subscribers, I'm sorry, I so forgot to write down your name, but she asked me, what's up with my hair? She didn't ask me that. This is weird. We got a weird hair thing going on today. When do I not? Anyway, she had asked me, or he, I don't know. You guys are really hard with your screen names to decide whether or not you're male or female, but they asked me if I fed Darcy in his stall, would he eat? And I said, and I did reply, and I said, yeah, sometimes, you know, if I can't stay in there very often, I do lock him in his stall. So Jarvis is out here making a mess, and Darcy is in his stall. And he, say good morning. Say good morning. You messy guy. Good mornings. Say hi to everybody on YouTube. They love to see you. And he's eating just fine. All right, those are happy chickens who are not laying their eggs in a nest. Let's see. We have to be careful. All right. Oh, look at that. We got two in here. That's nice. Let's see. I'll put them in here. And we'll go over here. Ooh, look at all the eggs in here. How nice. Ooh, that one's warm. Looks like you need some water. We'll get them some water too. That one's cold. That one's warmer. And that's how you can tell if they've been laid like late last night or this morning, is if they're warm. All of them are warm, or if they're, you know, kind of cool. Let's look in this basket over here. Anybody like this one? Nope, nothing in there, and nothing in that one. All right, Now, I know there's usually one buried over here, and there is. So there might even be one in there. But I'm gonna hold on to this one separately, and I'm gonna see if this one's still a good one. Because they scratch around a lot, and they cover them up if they lay them in the corner. If I don't get, yeah. What do you think, Ugly Pants? Those are all your chicken eggs. Yep, those are all the eggs. Yep. I don't think you laid all of them. Hi, Gertrude. Hi, Gertrude. That's Gertrude. You want this one? That's Ugly Pants. She's obviously upset because I took the egg. And that's Sniffles, Frickin' Frack, Yo-Yo. And these guys don't have names. And there's supposed to be another red one. I think the other red is outside. She's eating a mouse. Because I just gave her a mouse, so. I'm going to go through this pile over here and very carefully over here and see if there's another egg hiding. Chickens drink a lot of water. Oh, hi! How are you? Hi, you. Oh, nope, there you go. That's Hopalong. See ya! So, yeah, chickens drink a lot of water. And that's only half full, but I like to make sure that their water is fresh. So, I'll fill that back up tomorrow. Okay, well, let's go back inside. And I will show you exactly what we're gonna do with all these extra eggs that we're hoarding from these guys. Yeah. What do you think? Good idea? Yeah, I think so too. How's everybody doing? Are you all done? He's so tiny in there. Alright, Jarvis is done and he's picking up his mess. And are you finished, sir? Are you finished? Look at that nose. It's all messy. Did you finish your food? No. You're just making a mess too. So he doesn't eat all of it, so it doesn't really matter if he's in his stall to eat or if he's out, because he would much rather be over there eating food. So let's see what would happen, huh? Look at you, Mr. Messy. Aww. I know. Jarvis wants in his stall. Kind of like what happened yesterday. Yeah. He wants to go in his stall to eat his food and push him away. So the stall's actually protecting him. But Darcy doesn't want to eat the food anyway. Of course, Jarvis wants to try to get in and get it. Just like yesterday. Hi. How are you? Pretty good. He's a little itchy. He's gonna go get some of that hay, I think. No? You want out? You're not gonna eat your food anyway, right? No. Alright. Let's let you out. Do you want to come out? Alright. He's going to come out. Jarvis is going to realize, oh, I can get in there and I can eat the food. And Jarvis is going to go in. Yep. You got stuck. There you go. Come on out. Now, I'm glad he did this because this could be a very bad situation if Jarvis was aggressive. Darcy knows he's not, and I know he's not, which is why I'm not worried. But any other horse that you don't know, you do not want to put into this type of situation. 1, there's food. 2, there's a horse that likes food. And there's 3, there's a horse in a corner that can't get out, that's low man on the totem pole if he kicks. So if you guys can imagine what would happen if Jarvis decided to freak out and kick, he would go through the wall, or he'd try to go forward and he'd hit this and it would be a disaster. So just want to let you guys know, I am very familiar with these two horses and their personalities and what they're going to do or what they're not going to do around each other. So there, my safety Nazis. I love you all. I think you all have your place and I love it. But that particular situation, I was just fine with. So, all right, you, don't eat that food. Don't eat that food. Eat the food that you've already started to pull up. That stuff. Eat that stuff. No. You're so skinny. Yes, you need to gain 100 pounds. You need to gain weight, honey. What am I going to do with you? You need to gain weight. And yes, he's on a weight gainer. He just doesn't like to eat a lot of it. We'll figure you out, right? Because you like to look at yourself on TV. He does. He loves to watch himself on TV. Don't ya? That's a good picture of his eye. Okay, let's go back inside. Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. I got Lexi coming in here. Hi, Carol. Hi, Lexi. Outside, I wanted to show you, this is a very different episode than I usually make with the horses. So we're in my kitchen today, and I am gonna start putting some eggs away for the winter time. We don't allow our chickens to lay over the winter. You know, they need a break. So we don't put any artificial lighting in our coops, so they stop laying all winter long, which means we have to buy eggs. And we eat eggs a lot, especially on a keto diet. Sean's husband eats 3 eggs pretty much every morning. I eat 2 eggs every morning. Plus, anybody who's on the keto diet knows that you need a lot of eggs for everything. Everything. So, I've got a bunch of hens, and instead of selling the eggs this year, what I'm going to do is I'm going to water glass them. Yeah, it's kind of neat. It sounds really neat, like glassing your eggs. It sounds elegant, but it's not really elegant, and it's really, really, really old method of storing your eggs. I don't know when it started, but it was used all the way up from like the 40s and the 50s after that. I mean, you don't have refrigeration, so how are you going to keep your eggs? And if you have a lot of chickens, especially way back when, if you're a farmer, you have a lot of chickens because you eat the chickens and you get the eggs, so you have a lot of eggs, so how do you keep them? Well, somebody came up with this, and it's a really cool method of doing it. So some people say you can keep them up to 8 months, proven that it's 100%. The egg will be perfect, 100%. Some people have saved them all the way up for a year, and others have had it for more than 2 years. So I'm not gonna do 2 years because these guys will start laying. It is now, what is this, March? They started laying mid-April. So I'll probably keep them. They stop laying probably about December, late November, around Thanksgiving, Christmas time is when they stop. They have this one giant molt, and then they stop laying altogether. And then, so between December and April, March, so we buy a lot of eggs. So this is what I've got, and this is how you do it. You take really fresh eggs. You know, you can't, if you think you can go to the store and do this with your store-bought eggs, you can't. You'll ruin them because store-bought eggs are washed. And when a chicken lays an egg, it has what's called a bloom on it. And basically what it is, it's a coating, because everybody knows that eggs are porous, right? So when you go to the store, you buy your eggs, you stick them in some water. If they float, they're bad. If they sink down to the ground, you know, they're good. If they stand up, they're about a week or so old. If they kind of float in the middle, then they're about 2 weeks old. And everybody knows, do not eat a floating egg. So these eggs are straight from the coop, and they're not washed, so they still have that bloom on them, which is a protective layer to keep the outside elements from getting in. And you need what's called hydrated lime. And hydrated lime is either slave lime, pickling lime, you know, the stuff that you use to make pickles with, you know, pickling lime. It's really kind of funky to play with. It's very powdery, so if you've ever done any type of baking and you've used confectioner's sugar, yeah, treat that like that because it will go everywhere. Trust me. So I found a bag. This is gonna last a really, really long time. This is horticultural hydrated lime. See? And what hydrated lime is made out of is either oyster shells or bones or limestone that has been dried and burnt in a kiln and then rehydrated with water. What happens after that, I don't know. But anyway, this is lime, and I bought this. You can buy it anywhere. It's really easy to find now these days, but you can get it at the blue box store, or you can get it at the orange box store, or you can get it at the blue box store that has that yellow splat, or I bought this one from the red one. So you guys know your stores, you know that came from a red store. So anyway, and you're gonna need a bucket and a whisk, and that's pretty much it. You know, bucket of warm water. Warm water meaning warm tap water. It doesn't have to be boiled. If you live in the city, or if you have city water or whatever, if you live in the city, you probably won't be doing this, but if you have city-fed water that has like fluoride in it, you might want to use, you know, like distilled water or something like that, filtered water. But this bucket is one of my really cool buckets. I like this bucket. You want to use any food grade container. You don't have to use a bucket this big, but I'm just going to keep on adding over the summer. So hopefully this will be all full up for the winter time, and we'll just pull our eggs from here through the winter time. But you want to use any type of container. Like I was going to use this one, and this is an airtight container. My mom gave me this a while ago, and I haven't used it for anything. She used to keep her sugar and her flour in it, kind of like what I do up there. But this doesn't match my kitchen, so I just hold on to it because I have a feeling I'm going to have another kitchen someday, and that might match. So what I have here is, it's an old bucket. The boys get their supplements, and this is just an old bucket from the supplement that I buy. And I like it because it's got a seal on the inside, and it's got like little ridges, so you can really get it airtight. But if you don't have a bucket that has a lid or anything on it, you can use a bucket and then put a layer of olive oil on top of the water, and that will actually keep it from evaporating, because that's all you really want. Is the lid is just to keep the water from evaporating. You don't want that. So I have here, what I did is I cleaned it really, really good, and then I took a little bit of 50-50 bleach and I threw it in here and made it even better. So now it's all sanitized, it's all clean. In here is 6 quarts of warm water, and in here is a measured, as you can see, it's on my scale. I have one of these cool little scales. There are 6 ounces of hydrated lime. So you want to do 1 ounce per quart of water, and that's 4 cups. So 4 cups of water, 1 quart to 1 ounce of hydrated lime. So 1 ounce of hydrated lime measured to 1 quart of water, warm water. And that's important that it's measured. It's not like a liquid form. So basically, all you're gonna do is take this, plop it in there, and take your whisk and measure it, and kind of give it a little whisk around. Now you can see that the powder, that's what I'm telling you about, you know, is treat it like confectioner's sugar. So if you are if you're sensitive to stuff like that, wear a mask. I know somebody has them now, but just be careful with it. It's gonna, when you whisk it, it's gonna look like milk or something like that. But lime is very alkaline, so it's gonna really dry your skin out if you use it, kind of like bleach. So that's that. So you just give it a good little whisk. Let me see if I can, here, I'll show you. See, that's the color it is. It's just like, it's like milk. these in there. And that's it. So let's get these guys started. And basically, as you do this, you want to make sure that these are dry and that they're clean. And yeah. So I guess, I don't remember why I decided I wanted to do this, but I did. Maybe because I wanted to actually save some money over the winter. But you just keep adding them and adding them and adding them and adding them. And over the winter time, if you actually, use enough eggs that you just need to add some more solution to it, then you can do that. You just make some more solution and pour it on the top. You don't have to mix it up. And it'll settle, if this was a clear container, you would be able to see that the lime would settle, but that's because lime is actually heavier than water. So it'll settle, but that's fine, it's supposed to do that. Okay, so I have one layer on the bottom, just about, almost. This is kind of neat, I'm excited, this is cool. I wonder how many eggs I'm going to be able to fit in here, because I have like a whole bunch. So as I'm putting them in, this is a really good one to show you. As I'm putting them in, I'm feeling out where the layers are. And you see, obviously everybody knows an egg is an egg shape, and it's got a pointy end and a round end. And you want to try and put the pointy end down, up, pointy end up. Pretty sure that's right. Because of that little air bubble, for some reason it sits at the top. I don't know, somebody just told me to do that. I don't know the reason why behind it. You'll have to do some research and find out yourself and figure out why. But you don't want to jostle these eggs around too much when you're putting them in there, because then it's like washing them. And you don't want to wash them, you just want to stick them in there. So, 2 more. Maybe a couple more. Like, I took a bunch of eggs because I was going to put them in there. Well, that's pretty good. Here. Let's grab a couple more. These are from this morning. And that should be enough. These are all good. Alright. So, it's about up here's the water. And I can feel my eggs. Can't quite see them, but I can see shadows of them, so I probably have, let's see, probably about that many eggs in there. So, that's that. And that's all you do. You can store them in a basement or a cellar or out in your garage. I wouldn't suggest putting them in your barn, simply because the heat is so fluctuating. You want to try to keep them in an area where there's hardly any fluctuation in temperature to make them last, really, really, really long. But we're only going to do this for 8 months. I'm going to write on the bucket when they started, and I'm going to mark the bucket how many eggs I have in here. So in 8 months or so, let me see, 8 months. So what is this, March? April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. They should stop laying. So yeah, let's break this back open. I'll keep on adding to it, and yeah, break it back open in November, right around Christmas time, which is actually great because it'll be pie making season and breads and cookies and all sorts of tasties for Christmas and Thanksgiving. So let's not think about that right now. Let's focus on the summertime. But that's it. So thanks for watching. This is how you glass chickens' eggs. Not the chickens, but glass your eggs to keep them good for up to 2 years. But I'm not gonna wait that long. I don't have that much patience. So, all right, that's it. Thanks. Appreciate you watching, and we will talk to you next time on Summerfield Farm and Draft Horses, and they're outside doing their own thing. thanks for coming in and thanks for watching. We'll see you later.